Hey guys, ADHD here. In today's video, I'll be teaching you how to make this awesome spider house. I showed you guys it on Monday. Let's go ahead and get into that right now. As always, guys, if you actually do build this, feel free to send me a picture of it on Twitter or Instagram. I would love to check it out. But yeah, so let's get started on it. So we're going to be working on the spider first, and then we're going to do the base last, just so we can easily place the base. It's a little bit harder if we do the base first and then do the spider because it's hard to place them. So we'll do the spider, and then I'll show you guys how to place the base later if you guys want to build the base as well. Okay, so what you're going to need for this build is grass blocks, just in case you make any mistakes, and so we can get some height at the beginning here. You're going to need gray wool, black wool, white wool, nether brick, a block of redstone or red wool, whichever you have available to you, a black stained glass panes, and you're also going to need a sword if you need to get animals out your way like I do sometimes. But actually, I think I figured out how to get them to stop spawning, luckily, so that's pretty awesome. Okay, so let's go and get started on this. As always, guys, remember the pause button is your best friend in this video, so if you have any point feel like I'm going too fast, you can always pause it or rewind it and fix whatever you need to do. That is the magic of video. Anyway, let's go and get started. So what you're going to do first is you're going to find wherever you're going to place your first block, and we're going to go up a total of 6. So you're going to up by 6 real quick. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And on top of this is where we're going to start our first block. Going to the right, we're going to build the spider's face. So you're going to place 1 gray wool just like that. And to the right of that, we're going to be working to the right. It's going to go 1 white wool, 1 black wool, 2 gray wool, 1 black wool, 1 white wool, 1 gray wool. Then the next row is the exact same way. Ooh, messed up there. Okay. Then the next row is all gray wool. And big shout out to TSMC for this. He helped me out a lot with his statue tutorial. It was loads of help to help me get the original, spider statue itself, and then I worked the house around the rest of it. So huge shout out to him. His link will be down below. Okay, and the next row is going to be 2 gray. Then it's going to be 1 nether brick, then 1 redstone, then 1 nether brick, then 1 redstone, and then 2 gray. 1, 2. Okay. The next row is going to be 1 nether brick, 1 gray wool. I'm sorry about that. It's going to be a total of, actually, after that one, it's going to be 5 gray wool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's going to be 1 nether brick, then 6 gray wool, then a nether brick at the end. Sorry about that. Then the next row is going to be a redstone, then 6 gray wool, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then final one, we're going to place a redstone. Okay. The next row is going to be 2 gray wool, 1, 2. 1 redstone, 2 gray wool, 1, 2, 1 redstone, then 2 more gray wool. Okay, and the last row is going to be 1 gray wool, 1 redstone, 4 gray wool, 1, 2, 3, 4, then 1 redstone, and then finish it off with 1 gray wool. Okay, and that's our spider's face there. You can go ahead and remove this now if you want to, because we're going to be building the rest of the build basically off of this. And if you actually saw the original, there is some venom, but we're gonna add that and the base and all the other little simple stuff at the end. We're gonna add the details, which is really easy. Okay, so now we're gonna get started on his right side real quick. So come over to the right side, and we're gonna be working from the right to the back right here. So after this, you're gonna do like this. It's gonna be 1 gray wool, 1 black wool, then it's gonna be 5 gray wool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it should be a total of 8 blocks, just like this. Okay. The next row is going to be 2 black wool, 1, 2. Then the rest of it's going to be gray wool. Okay, next row is going to be 1 black wool, 1 white wool, then all gray wool. And then the rest of it, all the way up to the same height as the front of the head, is going to be all gray wool the whole way through. So just go ahead and take that all the way through like this. Okay. Just like that. And now we're going to come over here on this side, and we are going to replicate what we see over here. So just go ahead and copy that, exactly what you see in front of you, and do the same. You can do it in the same order, or just do it every way you want to. Just make sure it's identical to the other side. Okay. And you should be fine. It's right there in front of your face. Okay. So then just finish this up with the gray wool, and boom. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're actually going to go ahead and do the top of this all gray wool as well, just like this. And then we're going to come down to the bottom and do the same thing. do all gray wool once again. So basically it's just an 8x8 square is the whole head design, but just like any kind of Minecraft head, really. Okay, and now we're gonna get started on the, actually what we can do is you can go one row on the inside lining of the head with the gray wool. I think that would work better actually. Make it a little easier for the next part. Okay, so essentially basically just a 2x, there's 2 blocks on both sides. So just do one lining like that. Perfect, just like this. And then we'll be building the next part off of this right here. It just makes it a little easier if we have it like that. So that is the head. Let's get started on the next part. Okay, so for the next part, as I said, we're going to be building around this little rim right here. It's going to be 6 blocks high and 6 blocks tall. So basically, in this, basically 1 block within the perimeter of the original head, you're going to place a block and you're going to go all the way around, always keeping it 1 block within the perimeter. Okay? And as you can see, it should be 6 high. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? And then once you have that, it's 1, and we're going to add 5 more to that. So just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll do that on this side too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Over here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Over here again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And just go ahead and connect those. Okay. And now go ahead and just fill in all of these sides with black except for the front. Leave that one open because we're going to be turning this into a house, remember that. So just go ahead and leave that open. Okay. And you can actually leave the back open too, so leave the back open as well. And we're gonna do the, it doesn't really matter, we're gonna open it up anyway, we're gonna change some stuff once we're finished. But I would just recommend leaving it open though, this way you don't have to clear it out later. Okay, and the side, and the top. Okay. Now let's get started on the next section. Okay, so for the next section, what we're going to be doing is we're going to get our gray wool back out, and we're going to be making the back is going to be bigger than the head, but it's only going to be bigger on the side. So let's go ahead and do this. Get the gray wool and add it all along the side, the front of this this black square we have right here, all along the edges of that. And what we're going to do is on top you're going to add a row, just like that, and on bottom you're going to add a row, just like this. And then on both sides you're going to add 2 rows. That's the easiest way to do this. It's a little bit easier to explain like that. Okay, and the same thing on this side. And boom. Okay, so now you guys can see what I meant by that. It's the same height as the head, but on these sides a little bit bigger by 1 block. And that's just the easiest way to explain it. It's easier to just see what I did rather than explain it. But there you guys can go and see that. Okay, and now what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab both corners and all the corners actually, we're gonna extend them by 11. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, which would make it a total of 12 if you include the first one. Okay, same thing on the other corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Same thing on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And make sure it matches up. Okay, perfect. And then over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then go ahead and connect all those. Okay, connect the top one too. And over here. Perfect, all right. So now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go ahead and, oops, forgot the side right here. And I know you guys can see over there, our other one has a window. We're gonna add the windows later. Just trust me, it makes it a lot easier to just remove the blocks rather than trying to design it with the blocks in mind. So go ahead and fill in all of the spots open right here with gray wool. You're gonna cover every single thing up with the gray wool. Yeah, so I know because I've done tutorials with other houses that had like windows and like areas like this, and it really does make it a lot more difficult to do the to kind of say like, oh, we'll leave this open, leave this here because we're gonna add this. It's just easier just to build it and then add the details later. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna skip ahead. Just go ahead and finish up filling all of these little open spots with the gray wool. Okay, so now you should have this, and it just looks kind of weird, like a dumbbell with a face on or something, I don't know. But now we're gonna start on the legs, which is kind of easy / hard. It's gonna be easy if you follow along visually, because it's kind of hard to explain. What you're gonna do is you're gonna find the 2 center blocks on the left side and right side. So you're gonna make a square out of the gray wool just like this, and then do the same thing over here. Okay, so basically, since there's 6 blocks in the center area right here, this black center area, you're gonna find the 2 center blocks on both sides. Again, it's hard to explain, but you can see what I did here. Kind of makes this big eye shape in the middle. And you're gonna want to do it on the right side and the left side. Okay, and once you have that done, you're gonna make it into a full square, just like this. Okay, and then this one as well. All right, and these are the two we're gonna be working the legs off of. So now we're gonna be building these, like, what are they? I guess like to be like L, like kind of like 3/4 of a square type things. I'll show you guys how to do them. Again, it's hard to explain, so just watch very closely. They're basically just a square within that square, if you can see, except for they share this one middle block. Okay, and you're gonna do that going all the way down. I'm sure you guys got that. It's a lot harder to explain than it really is to do, and you're gonna continue to keep doing that until you get to the floor. Okay, and you're just gonna keep making these all the way down until you reach the floor. Okay, perfect. See, that's what I was trying to say. It was like, it's not that hard at all. It just kind of, it looks a lot. It's harder, again, it's harder to explain than it is to do. You guys can see, all it is just basically these little L's that add to each other all the way up. Okay, and we'll do that same thing on the next one. So again, just make sure you have these little fake squares, or, you know, 3/4 squares going all the way down. And honestly, now that you're there, you can just watch the one right next to you to make sure you're doing it right. Okay. Sorry, sorry for the quietness. I'm trying to focus too. I'm sure you guys are doing the same thing. Okay. And let's finish this up. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now for the detail, what you're gonna do is on the second block down, you're gonna remove these and place black. And then on the diagonal block, you're gonna do the same thing. Just like this. And then it's gonna do a 2-block space, do the same thing. Do it right here. Then another 2-block space, do it right here. And then just go ahead and mimic that on the other leg. Okay. And right here. And down here. And perfect. All right. So now that you have that done, we are going to do the same exact thing on the other side. So just go ahead and follow onto this side, and again, we're going to make our squares on the 2 blocks in the right side and the left side, just like this. And again, we're going to be working down, making our half square, or like a 3/4 squares. Okay. And just make sure, again, if you don't get what I'm doing here, just watch, rewind it, play it slow motion if you have to. Whatever you need to do, it's not that difficult. It's just hard to explain. Okay. I'm sure you guys got it. Alright. So then the next row, we'll do the same thing. And again, guys, I'm going too fast for you. You can always pause it if you need to catch up. I think it's better to go too fast than to go too slow, because you know you can speed up, or you can slow down stuff by pausing it and stuff, but it's a lot harder for somebody to speed things up if I'm going too slow, which some people say I go too slow, some people think I go too fast sometimes. You know, everybody's different, so I think it's better to go too fast than to go too slow, because at least you can slow it down or pause it. Okay, perfect. And again, we're going to do that same thing as far as how we do this. The second block, we're going to go ahead and remove these and do the diagonal ones. Okay, over here, same thing. And down here. And go 2 blocks down, do the same thing. And then another 2 blocks down. Oof, messed up there. And do the same thing on this side. Oh, I actually missed one on this side. Do it over here too. Okay, so now as you can see, we have 4 of the legs done. Now we're gonna go back to this side and we're gonna start working on the diagonal legs, which are a little bit harder, but they're harder and easier at the same time. I actually think the diagonal legs are easier, but some people might think they're harder because it's going diagonal. But anyway, let's get started on that. Okay, so for the diagonal legs, right now we are on the right side if you're looking at the front of the spider. What you're gonna do is you're gonna find this second row right here. It really doesn't matter what side you're on, actually, it'll work the same way. This right side right here, this right leg, you can get the black wool right here, and 1 block below that on the side, you're gonna go down by 3, just like this. Yeah, see what I did there? Okay. Then you're going to take these 2 bottom blocks and we're going to turn that into a square by adding 2 blocks to the left, 2 blocks to the right, and 2 blocks to the middle. You guys see what I did here? Really simple. Right here. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing, and we're just going to add a square connecting to this bottom block right here. Okay. Just like this. So basically we just made another square, but it's connected to this one by that block back there. Okay. And we're going to do that same thing all the way down. Just making squares, connecting them to the bottom. Okay. And boom, there you go. So that's what it looks like, guys. It's just, again, it's 4 squares connected to this 1 block up here that's 1 block below the black wool line. Okay, so take a look at that. You guys can pause it if you need to. Okay, and what you're gonna do is on the first big block, you're gonna take the right side and left side, remove those, and add black wool. Okay, and then go down 1 block and do the same thing to this 3rd block. Okay, perfect. And now we're gonna do the same thing on the left side. Okay, the left leg is the same thing, but it's gonna be 1 block in, obviously, because this one was against this. You're still gonna be putting it against the head now, but it's gonna be 1 block away. So still in this 1 black line, but it's gonna be going diagonal this time in a row of 3 again. Okay, and then we're gonna turn those bottom 2 into square. You guys got it by now. And then again, we're gonna be turning, basically just connecting squares. Okay, going all the way down, just connecting those squares. And then we're in our last one here, and try and guess what we have to do next. Okay, hopefully you got that right. So now what we have to do is go to the first block, remove the right side and left side blocks and add them with black wool. Skip 1, do the same thing down here. Okay, and I'll take it back up so you guys take a look at this leg. See if you guys have it correct. And I'll go over here, take a look at this leg. And this is what your legs should look like, guys. Looks really nice now. We have our 4 legs over here. Now we're doing that same exact thing over here on the left side, and you guys should have it by now, but I'm still gonna show you guys. Again, we're getting our black wool, go 1 block down, do a row of 3, then turn these bottom 2 into a square, and then connect squares. Okay. And then do it right here. Boom, boom, boom. And the last one. And you guys know what to do next. Come up to the top, first block, remove the right and left blocks with black wool, skip a block, do the same thing down here. Same thing over here. Boom, bada boom. Let's take a look at it so you guys can pause and make sure you have everything right. Okay, let's go to the next leg. Okay, and again, 1 block below the first black wool row, but it's going to be a little bit further this way this time because again, we're working on the one by the head now. Okay, row of 3, turn the bottom 2 into a square. Then connect your squares. Connect your squares. I don't know, I'm getting tired of saying that. Connect your squares. Okay. And a last one. And you guys know the drill. Come up here, remove the right side, left side, and skip 1. Right side, left side. And back up and pause. Bada bing, bada boom. We are done with the legs. We're actually done with the spider. This is the spider. Now we have to start adding the windows and the awesome venom and stuff. So let's get started on that. Okay, so for the venom on the front, you want to get your lime green wool out, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna come over here, and just because we want to make it look like it's coming directly from the fangs, we're gonna remove the bottom white block and the both sides and replace that with lime green. Then on the left side, you're gonna go diagonal and do a 2 row of lime green, then a space, then 1. Then we're gonna add 1 diagonal to both of those right here in the middle, just like this. Go ahead and take a look at that, make sure yours looks like this. Then going diagonal of this, actually it's gonna be, how do I say this? It's hard, it's sometimes hard to explain stuff, guys. So let's do it like this. 1 space from this one, you're gonna do another lime green. And then in the middle of both of these blocks just watch. It's hard to explain. Okay, so these 2 center blocks, we're gonna go like that and remove those. There you go. That looked like, so it's 2 blocks away from this little gap right here. And do the same thing on this side. Man, that was frustrating trying to figure out how to explain that. Okay, and then a space from this one down like that. And just go ahead and pause and take a look at it so you guys can see what it looks like. Because that's just really hard to explain. Okay, and now down here, you're just gonna make a puddle. It doesn't really have to be like anything, you know, you want to make sure the puddle obviously covers both there, you know, both sides. You can do it exactly like mine if you want, just go ahead and follow along. I'm not even doing a pattern, I'm just kind of doing it, making like my own imaginary puddle. And that's just kind of how I always do this stuff. But if you want to, I'm making a frame so that way you guys can see what it would look like, mine's gonna look like. So that's what mine's gonna look like. You can mimic that. And I'm just gonna remove all these areas right here. But the puddle doesn't really matter, it's just, you know, it's a puddle. You know, if you poured water in the floor 100 times, it's not gonna look the same every time. Okay, so that's what mine's gonna look like though. Okay, and I'm gonna fill it all in with the lime green wool. Okay. I actually kind of recommend doing your own puddle because, I mean, then it makes yours a little bit different from everybody else's. It's like a variant, you know what I mean? Okay, so that's what ours looks like now. You can see the Venom, he looks more vicious than ever, like he's about to jump on anybody any second. And now we're gonna go on the back, and we are gonna work on the entrance. Okay, for the entrance, what you're gonna do is you're gonna find the 4 center blocks. So that'd be here, or these 2 center blocks, I'm sorry about that. 2 center blocks, there'll be 4 on both sides, and the 2 center blocks right here. And you're gonna go ahead and remove 4 blocks going up, just like this. So it should look like that. And then put a stair, the cobble stairs or stone stairs right here. And then we're gonna be going diagonal just like that all the way down to the floor. Okay. So just build your little staircase just like this. Okay. As you can see, my staircase looks pretty cool. And then we're just gonna remove these blocks right here so we can get the stairs accurate. Okay. Perfect, just like that. So basically, you want the stairs to be like this with a 1 block right below them like this. I think these ones over here have a little bit of a thicker rim, but it really doesn't matter. It's just a staircase to get out of it. Or actually, you might want to do it like that. I don't know. I think it looks a little bit better. You can make it thicker just by adding a block to the back. You guys know how to do that. But it really doesn't matter. It's just a staircase. Okay. I think that looks better though. Alright, so I'll pause it if you guys take a look at it, or you guys can pause it and take a look at it if you need to. Alright, so now we're going to go on the inside. Okay, so for the inside, what you want to do is you want to remove, it's kind of hard to see right now, guys, but you want to remove all the blocks that were within 1 block away from the outside. So basically keep 1 block away from the walls. Just like this. Okay? Then do the same thing on this side. Remove everything except for 1 block away from the outside. Or the, you know what I mean, I guess the wall, or the corners of the wall, I guess. I don't know what to call it. Okay. And once you've done, I'm going to get a night vision potion just because I feel like it would be a little bit easier to see in here until we can, ooh, I shouldn't have replaced that. That's the thing I need next. Get your glass panes out right now if you don't have them right now. Get your black glass panes. And I'm going to drink this night vision potion just so it'll be a little bit easier to see for us, okay? And now you're going to add the glass panes along this hole we just made right here, okay? So just go ahead and add that all along the sides right here. Just like this. I'm not going to skip ahead just because it's only 2 windows. It's not going to take that long. Okay, and over here, same thing. I'm sorry about that, guys, that notification. You guys can leave this closed if you'd like to. But you don't have to put the windows like this. You can change anything on these houses always, guys. You're never, like, you know, stuck doing one thing if you don't want to. That's the fun part about Minecraft, is you can do whatever you want. So, you know, if you want to make the whole spider blue, go for it. It's all up to you guys. Okay, so now we're going to get our books out real quick. And I also recommend you get some oak stairs out. But I'm trying to find the libraries. There you go. Or these bookshelves, I mean. Okay. And we are going to get rid of the nether rack for now. So what you're going to do is on these sides, you're going to do 2 bookshelves, 2 staircase, or yeah, 2 staircase, 2 bookshelves, 2 stairs, then 2, oops, not that, no, then 2 bookshelves, and just do the same thing on this side. And that just kind of makes it have like a really cool, like, you know, entrance, modern looking, you know, reading area at the front of the door. Just looks pretty nice like this. You could add some, you know, mob heads on the corners if you wanted to, or some flower pots. Might look nice too. But I'm just gonna leave them like this for now. Okay. And then you're gonna get your glass blocks out real quick. So you're gonna need to get glass, black stained glass, and we're gonna go ahead and remove all of this black area right here at the bottom, just like this. Remove all of it. Okay. Oof, man, just try not to mess up as much as I do. Remove stuff, and then do black glass on the bottom. Now we have this little see-through flooring. It just looks really cool for this little walkway that enters the head. Okay, and now we're gonna come in here, and once you've gotten here, what you're gonna do is I'm just gonna clear out my inventory. We don't really need any of this right now. I'll put these two in there, back in there. Okay, and what you're gonna do now is we're gonna get out the stone brick slabs. We are going to get out a mattress, or 2 mattresses actually, if you have to. You're gonna get we're gonna get a shelf. I'm sorry, can't even speak English. We're gonna get chest out. We're gonna get crafting tables, furnace. We're going to get a ender chest, and we're also going to get one more bookshelf, I guess. Okay. And right here in the front, these 2 center blocks you see, we are going to do a row of 4 slabs like this. And those 2 center spots, we're going to add 2 more slabs, or 1 more slab to both sides, and then add 2 on both sides. Then put our beds there. Left side and right side, put 1 chest. Turn around. On this side, we're going to put a bookshelf in both corners. Then on the left side, we're going to put a furnace. Then on this side, we are going to put, oh sorry guys, the furnace right here, and then a crafting table right here. Over here, we're going to put a ender chest, and we're also going to put an anvil. I didn't grab an anvil. Okay, we're going to grab an anvil, and we're going to put that right there in this corner. And then right here in the center area, you want to get your stone brick stairs and make your stairs. There you go. So it's a really small room, but it's really tightly packed, and it has everything you need, and I like it a lot, to be honest. And I also said in the original video that there's not very much storage space here, but if you actually do build the nest area, you could build that area into a huge storage area, or you could leave it like this. And you can turn this area into a storage area as well. But anyway, let's get started on the actual nest. If you didn't see the original video, this is the nest, and this part is really cool. You can make a garden down here if you made it deeper. And it just kind of just makes it look a lot cooler, I think. Like, it looks awesome like that, don't get me wrong, but I just think it makes it look a lot cooler and have this really cool spider web you're standing on. Okay, but if you don't want to build the nest, now's your time to leave if you want to. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys can hit the like video and subscribe, hit the like the video and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. That'd be awesome. But anyway, let's get started on the nest for those who actually want to build it. Okay, so now that we're going to start on the head, I definitely recommend you drink a swiftness potion because it is going to take quite a bit amount of terraforming, but I definitely think it's really worth it to have that awesome nest below it. So what you're going to do is you're going to find his head, as you can see it's right in front of you, and go straight down, then back up 1 block. So this will be 1 block away from the head, and you're going to remove the blocks on the floor that are within his head length. So keep them within his head length. It'll be 8 blocks, just right within his head length. I'm actually off 1. So it should look like this, okay? Make sure it is a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks that are matched up perfectly with his head, 1 away. And make sure you have that correct, guys, because that's what we're working the rest of the circle off of. Okay, so I'm going to take a look at it one more time, make sure it's matching up with the head, both sides, and let's go. So on the right side, you're going to extend it by 7 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Same thing on the left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now what we're going to be doing is going diagonal of both blocks. So as you can see, it looks pretty centered now because we centered it on with these 8 blocks in the middle. Okay, and obviously the slime does not look centered because the slime is not centered with the head, but it just adds to the effect. It looks cooler. Okay, and also I recommend putting the slime back. Actually, sorry about that, guys. I just removed them for the sake of making it easier. But go ahead and put the slime back wherever you had your slime, because we're going to be adding black wool in all these areas later. But for now, you want to have the slime there just because, we're going to work the slime around that. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking. So again, we extended to both sides by 7. Now you're going to go diagonal a total of 8 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so now we have that. Okay, so it should be 22 blocks right here in the middle, just like this. And then a diagonal 8 on the left side, and now we're going to do diagonal 8 on the right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and look ahead of you, make sure it matches up with the other side. And again, that is 22 in the middle, matching up centered with the head. Then diagonal 8 on the left side and diagonal 8 on the right side. Okay, now going diagonal 1 more block, we're going to remove that and extend it by 13. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, and we're going to do that same thing on this side. Go diagonal 1 more block, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And make sure it matches up with the other side. As you can see, it does. Now we're gonna go diagonal again 8 more times from this end from the end of what we just did. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and do the same thing on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and they should connect. Then go diagonal 1 more block, and just go ahead and connect it to that side. It would be one diagonal from that side as well. So you'll end up right here. Boom, just like this. So that is it, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and come up here so you can take a look at it if you need to. And again, I'm gonna go over one more time because I know that could be confusing for some people. It's gonna be 22 in the front, centered with his head, 8 diagonal, 13, 8, and then 13, 8 over here, and then just connect them, just like that. Okay, now that you have that done, what you're gonna do is you're gonna fill in all of those spots with the black wool, except for the area where your slime, or your slime, your venom is. Okay, so just go ahead and add the black wool everywhere else. And all those spots we just made. Okay, and then again, that's why I recommend the swiftness potion, because it just makes it a little bit faster to do this. Okay, actually my swiftness just wore off. Just when I was boasting about it, it says to wear off. Okay. And then just go ahead and extend it on this side. All the way through. Over here. I'm having trouble with these diagonal blocks. Okay. And boom. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, guys, is you're gonna be removing all of this dirt in the center of this ring we just made, all of it, except for obviously the spider. Leave the spider alone, and you're gonna be digging this as deep as you would like it to be. So if you want to be, you know, mine, I believe on that one over there is, I think, 3 deep. But if you want to build like a garden or something like that, I recommend making it even 5, maybe even 6 deep. But it just depends on what you're looking for. Whatever you're depending on whatever you want to look at, that's how deep you want to be. I recommend, like I said, maybe 6 blocks would be safe, and that's take a lot of terraforming. It definitely is. But for the sake of the tutorial, I'm going to do just 1 row, and then I'm going to skip ahead, and then you guys can see it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and remove this whole front row right here that you guys see, and then we'll go ahead and get back to this. Let me put this gray wool in here real quick. Okay, so I'm going to remove this whole row right here, and then I'm going to skip ahead. But right now, you guys should be going as deep as you need to. Go ahead and pause whatever you need to do. I'm going to remove my layer. Okay, guys, so I assume you guys are tired as I am. As you guys see, I only removed 1 layer. I have done more layers before, though, so I know how it feels. If you want just the effect, you can just do 1 layer like this and add the cobwebs on top. But what I did, as you can see on mine, is I did a layer below, or 2 layers below, and I did red wool. And the reason why I did red wool is because you can see through the web, and you can see the red. It just kind of adds a really nice contrast that goes well with the eyes, and I just think it looks good like that. But make sure when you're doing the walls, you do them out of black wool, because you want it to have that depth look. You want to make it look like it's a deep, you know, dark, you know, nest. So that's what's going to work with that, is the black wool on the sides. Okay, so I'm going to go start on mine. And again, I'm not going to be doing the red wool. I'm going to be just doing it for the sake of the tutorial, just leaving the cobble there. But go ahead now and pause it and do whatever you're going to do to make your, you know, your basement as crazy as you want to build it. But if you want to build it, you know, 100 blocks deep, go ahead and do that. Whatever you need to do, go ahead and do that. I'm going to get started on the cobwebs over the top. So just to get your cobwebs and go along the same height as the black wool we have right here, and go along the whole thing. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that and skip ahead. Okay, guys, so I have finished mine up. As you can see, you can totally tell the difference between the webs, actually. Look how, see how white the web looks right here, because it's just the gravel. Over there, you can see it has like an orange tinge to it, which is the red wool. And actually, to be honest, kind of like them both a lot. I like this one a lot too, because it looks very, very clean. But I like that one because it actually does look a little bit more used, like a real spider web would not, you know, look perfectly spot on clean like this. But they're both really awesome. Anyway, guys, if you actually build this, as always, feel free to send me a picture of it on Twitter or Instagram. I'd love to check them out. I tried to reply to all of them. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you could hit like, that'd be awesome too. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. We do tons of crazy Minecraft houses. We got zombies houses, Enderman houses, you know, Herobrine houses, all kinds of crazy, oh, there's Creeper house down there too, all kinds of crazy Minecraft houses and other kinds of Minecraft stuff. So I definitely recommend to subscribe for that. But anyway, guys, again, thank you so much for watching this video, and as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Adios. Hey guys, welcome to the outro. Thank you so much for making it. On the right side of your screen, this is a recommended video. You can click on that, and then I'll take the last video on my other channel where I show you guys the real life versions of the Purgacolas from Call of Duty Zombies series. It's definitely really awesome. I definitely recommend check that out. And on the left side of your screen, this is a previous video. You can go click on that, and then I'll take the last video on this channel where I show you guys how to make a really awesome house completely out of dirt. So definitely recommend both those videos. If you're on the mobile app, you can get to both those videos by clicking the card button on the top right side of your screen. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Adios.